got this project here. It's located in El Paso, Texas, and we're working on multiple different sites totaling 300,000 square feet of concrete demolition and reinstallation. And in each one of these different work areas, some of these concrete is 12 inches thick, some of it's 9 inches thick. Each one of these areas also has a different level of impact. So some of these sites like this right here are where people are literally coming in the United States and leaving the United States. Whereas some of these sites over here is more of like loading docks. There's a lot more traffic coming in and out of here than there is here. The government wants to get these areas back much faster than they're looking to get these areas back. Here's another image of site A. You got site F. So site F, we're only doing joint and crack sealing work there. Site A, we're doing complete reconstruction. So this is an area where we're taking out the concrete and putting back the new concrete. This is also a portion of site A. Site A has both reconstruction and joint crack sealing. Site H, we're doing joint crack sealing. We got site G, site I, site B, site J, site C, site D, which is reconstruction. And site E has a mixture of both. So let's look at one of the sites a little bit closer. Let's take a look at site C. So you see all the cars coming in. This is the checkpoint. So they're getting checked out here. Security will check you, check your car, confirm your identity. That's what site C. So we're basically tearing out all this existing concrete, reinstalling concrete. When I was talking about the different areas and the different depths of concrete, site C, we're replacing 8 inches of concrete. Get to the existing subgrade, clean it all up, compact it, make sure it meets its density. Then we install the flex base, which is like basically the dirt work, 4 inches of HMAC, which is basically asphalt. And then we come back in with 8 inches of concrete. That's for site C and D. Now for site A and B, they want 12 inches of concrete. For site E, I, and J, they want 9 inches of concrete. All the sites have the same amount of flex base, which is 4 inches, same amount of HMAC, which is 4 inches, and then compacting and making sure the existing subgrade meets density. This is pictures of the demolition, right? Going in, you saw cut, make sure it's a clean line, go in and start demolishing all this existing concrete. This is I and J. This is 9-inch thick concrete here, demolishing all of this. That's what the demo looks like. Then we get down to the existing subgrade, but we also have to take out some of this existing subgrade because now the new profile has HMAC, which is asphalt. You can see the asphalt. And it also has another 4 inches of new flex base. One of the problems we ran into on this project was the existing subgrade wasn't compacting properly. So we had to install a line to the subgrade so that it would harden up on us. This is the new flex base that we've installed. Got a little bit more rock in it. We've installed the new sub base. Then on top of that sub base comes the HMAC. So you can see HMAC being installed here. So we got 4 inches of that. And then we're ready to install our rebar. Here's the team getting their rebar set. Here's all I was marking out all our lines so we can cut the new concrete, install all our chairs under all the rebar before we start pouring concrete. The mud's starting to roll. The laser screed over here. Here's us delivering the flex base. This is that 4 inches of flex base that goes under the 4 inches of HMAC. Getting all that delivered there. Here's our dowel machine. So we're using this to drill holes into the existing concrete that we got to tie into. Now, some people do this by hand. We use the dowel machine so that we're not beating up our team. It goes faster, way more done in a day. Getting our rebar mats ready to go. Bunch of demo. It's heading into the port. The reason why we didn't demo this is because the government has a bunch of utilities and wires and bollards and sensitive tracking mechanisms in all of this concrete, and they didn't want us to disrupt it. So we had to saw cut, demo everything except for that. Some pictures of HMAC installed. The thing I love about the HMAC is that once you install this and it rains, your base dirt material doesn't get all wet. You get a rain day, you just pump out the pit and everything's ready to go. There's no mud at the bottom of the pit. You don't have to wait and let the thing dry out like you normally would if you were paving on top of regular dirt. So all this rebar, all these dowels had to be drilled, a lot of HMAC, a lot of concrete, 300,000 square feet of it all. Doing our slump test, 5-inch slump, 4.5-inch slump, stay consistent. Finishing the concrete, it's like a work of art. Had to do line striping in afterwards. Make sure all these devices were all plasticed up so we didn't get concrete splatter all over them. Handle that with the government. Everything as clean as possible. So yeah, still a lot of concrete. These concrete pours were huge. Some of them were 600 yards, 800 yards. I was down there for a 600-yard pour, and we start these at 10 o'clock at night because it's just so hot in El Paso, Texas. Nobody wants to be pouring concrete in the middle of that. 10 o'clock at night when the concrete plant will start sending their first trucks. But for the scenarios that we were working in, we had to utilize pump truck because we didn't want to have these concrete trucks driving over all our rebar, pump the concrete into the locations that we needed. Crazy thing is we would actually have 2 pump trucks. We only used one, but we had that other one there sitting right there just in case. This is basically us pumping all that concrete in, right? It's not coming off a chute. We're pumping it in. We utilize this laser screed to be able to do an 800 cubic yard pour. This thing was a beast. Look at how smooth it comes out, moving all this mud. Got this little arm that extends out, put it down on the concrete, and then it pulls the mud back. It reduces all of the McKenzie team having to exert all that energy and having to do that. You know, if you're doing a 10-yard pour, 20-yard pour, maybe even 100 yards, you could muscle that. But trying to do 800 yards, stay consistent all night long, yeah, you need a laser screed. A lot of work. This thing does a lot of work. But we got our last pour tomorrow, so excited about that. Let's roll.